Saturday afternoon in Allen Arena, Lipscomb gets a 20-point win over Bellarmine, 69-49. Courtside, Jonathan and Justin Seamons with you as Lipscomb picks up a big win here in the A-Sun as they win their 4th game in a row. We look across the way. Tommy Murr's over there. He is our Tarkington and Harwell player of the game. Tommy had a career night tonight, Justin.
Yeah, great job tonight, Tommy. 14 points for you, part of 47 bench points from you guys. And I know this has been a team thing all year, but just talk a little bit about that bench and how you guys really take ownership of that when you're coming into the game to make sure that the offense doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, for everyone on the team, it's as the season's gone on, it's become more about us instead of an individual. And when you have everyone looking like that, being selfless and being ready to pop up and make a play, I think that really can take us from being a good team to a great team. So, 47 points, that was a huge lift. And I know everyone appreciates that, myself and everyone else. So we got good players everywhere. And if we continue to play good ball, I mean, it's going to make us really hard to beat.
Talked to Coach the other day, and he said, this is a team where I can play 10 players, and I think that's really helps the strength of the team, knowing the bench can come in and play that way.
For sure, definitely.
Tommy, this game, we talked off air, kind of totally different preparation from that Eastern Kentucky game. You got a quick turnaround. Eastern Kentucky, it is a fast and furious pace. This pace, you knew it was going to be a little bit of a slower pace. And it was kind of one of those things that you guys, it seems like, are kind of able to morph and continue to play your game at whatever pace the opponent wants to do.
Definitely. I think we're also learning how to play with one another. And when you learn that, you learn how to play against other teams. But, yeah, I mean, you have one day to prepare for a team like Bellarmine. Like you said, polar opposite from the team we played in Eastern Kentucky. So coaches did a really good job preparing us, and everyone locked in and took their assignments, and really big win for us.
What's the most important thing in shooting a three? Is it getting the space, just getting a little bit of an edge, or is it when you just hit one and then you feel it?
Well, to be honest, the easiest or the biggest part about making a three is someone finding you. You got to get yourself open, but the way we cut and having someone like Acuff in the post, and like I said, those selfless guys, you just got to be ready to take a shot, and then once you see one, I mean, confidence just starts flowing to you, so absolutely.
Well, congratulations on the win, and now get ready to go on the road and hopefully pick up a couple more A-Sun wins. We want to thank you tonight for being our player of the game, and a great night tonight for Tommy Murr as he comes away with 14 points for the Bisons. It's 3 of 5 from outside the arc.
Thank you all.
Thank you. We'll look at the final stats now. Lipscomb ends up shooting 25 of 52. Bellarmine got 64 shots and hit 22 of them, but there at the end, they were shooting everything they could to try to get back into this one. Lipscomb out-rebounds them 35-29. The assist advantage to Lipscomb, 15-9. Three-point shooting. This is the one that really hurt Bellarmine, just 2 of 27 tonight. They normally average about 8 three-pointers a game made. Lipscomb was 11 of 27, and what I tell you, 9 of those came off the bench tonight for Lipscomb, as they had an unbelievable bench tonight. 47 bench points for Lipscomb. Turnovers, though, Coach, that's what we got to work on again. 16 turnovers and 17 points for the Knights off the turnovers. Coach Lenny Acuff joins us across the way. Coach, congratulations on the win. Another hard-fought game. We knew it would be a different style game. And for the fans, you go from the fast pace against Eastern Kentucky on Thursday to a little slower pace here tonight with Bellarmine.
Well, we have a ton of respect for Bellarmine. They've got a great program. They've won no matter what level they're at. They haven't even checked up, when they came from Division II to Division I. Incredibly well coached, and ton of respect for them. So anytime you're able to come away with a win against them, you're thankful. I thought our guys played hard. I think we've improved for sure. I think we're heading in the right direction. And I heard you mention before I got on our bench. I just think our bench just keeps coming through. It was Matt, Tommy, Quincy, AJ, and Grant. Those 5 guys off the bench, they've been incredible. And, I have a lot of confidence in them, and just seems like one of those guys every night steps up to the plate.
Coach, I thought in this one, early in this game, I thought your team set the tone on defense as well. I thought just the defensive discipline against a team like Bellarmine, they're gonna pass it around for 25 seconds, and then you can have that breakdown in the last 5 seconds, and that's really what does you in. But I thought defensively, the discipline early in this game kind of set the tone for you guys.
Well, it's the thing, that's a good word, and we talked about that, is, when you play them, you can't just play hard. Playing hard should be an assumption. You can't just play hard. That's the starting point. You have to be disciplined. But now listen, I've been on both ends of this deal. I mean, they shot 2 for 27 from 3, and I'd like to sit here and tell you all our defense caused all that. They missed a lot of open shots. We went to Jacksonville 2 weeks ago, and I thought we got good shots, and we went 3 for 26. But I did think we stayed out of scrambles. You can't. They get you in rotations and scrambles. That's when they really get room and rhythm threes. And so we were fortunate they missed them. But I was really proud of our guys because I feel like we're listening. I thought Coach Carroll had a great plan. He knows them well. He was in the league with them. But, it's a make or miss game. But I thought every time we needed a bucket, somebody stepped up and made one. We were struggling. Matt made a 3 off and out of bounds. Tommy got a layup off and out of bounds. AJ hit a couple of big threes late. He's got a lot of confidence, and that's what makes him a good player. And then Quincy came in, and Quincy gives us another good ball handler. We actually went with 5 guards a lot late in the game just to try to stay matched up with them. And, I tell you, most people don't know this, but like Hassan, really, he was kind of banged up. We didn't know if he was even going to play, so I said, hey, let's just give us a couple of minutes to see if we can't get off to a good start. Well, he gets us a basket to start the game. Then he hits Darian on a layup. Backdoor layup to get us off to a good start. So I was real proud of him. He showed some toughness there.
And, Coach, I think you brought him in the second half after the team went 1-12 there to start to have to get you a bucket, too.
He did, and he's hurting, and we got to get him back healthy. We got a big weekend on the road, but he went in there and got a big basket late in the shot clock. He got the ball to the rim, and I think every night is somebody different stepped up, but, our guys have just been remarkably consistent. Will Pruitt just keeps playing winning ball for us. He's such a tough kid and gets rebounds. And then I don't even know how many points Jacob scored tonight, but he's 5 for 6, 11 points again. It just, he scores the ball. And so it's nice when you feel like you got multiple options. And I'm proud of our team, but, like I told him, I said, for every 100 that can handle failure, 1 can handle success. We just need to come back and practice well Monday through Wednesday and try to go well again this weekend. But I do want to thank the people. We had a really good crowd. I really appreciate that, and I think that's 12 out of 13 at home for us now. And so, if you're gonna hang in this thing to the end, you got to be able to take care of home court.
Well, you've won 4 in a row now. Before you go back on the road, you head to Jacksonville State and then to Kennesaw State. And Kennesaw State, one of the best in the ASUN.
Yeah, they're in first place, I guess, going into tonight. They're at Gulf Coast, and I think them and Liberty will probably be in first. But we're, look, we still got a long way to go. We got 10 games left, 6 on the road. Every game will be tough. Every game takes on a life of its own. And, you want to learn from what happened this weekend and then come back and try to have a really good week of preparation. I know I've said this to you guys before, but we've practiced well. I mean, hope is not a plan. Like, you don't want to hope we're going to play well. You need to feel confident you're going to play well because you practice well.
Congratulations, Coach, on a win here today over Bellarmine, 69-49. Have a good week of practice and head on the road and get a couple more wins for us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Coach Lenny Acuff with us as the Bisons win their 4th game in a row. They knock off Bellarmine here this afternoon, 69-49. They head next to Jacksonville State on Thursday, Kennesaw State a week from today, next Saturday. You can keep up with everything happening with Lipscomb Sports at lipscombsports.com.